Come on, set. Ready. Right, 97. Set.
On second down, it's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back to the ground with Pierce. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yards. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, it's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Play action. It's Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down, Steelers.
From the 50, here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, set. Yellow, line. 560. Ready.
Pierce now up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He'll get this to about the 38.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
play action. Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Got it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Black ultra. Set.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout,
Here we go. Here we go.
let's just say it's been unusual.
Edo blue. Right, right.
Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stay.
Pierce gets this one running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Steelers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, Frank.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp,
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the... Taken down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 20. First down, Pittsburgh. Here we go.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Carmichael. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run the counter. Carmichael, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Third down, goal to go from the 8. On 3rd, here's an option play right. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Quick, yellow.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Blaster, 6. Green Jack. Ready?
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ball red.
Now Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to